If you are a Final Cut user, you may have noticed that the majority of plugins are paid and not cheap. And if you follow our channel, you may have known that I am always trying to find the cheap and free ways to make things. So that's why today I will share with you only 3, but the best 3 plugins I use all the time to edit videos. And all for free. Sounds good? Hey everybody, this is Iago from Vimerse. We offer professional video editing service, so check out our website in the description below for additional info. I will leave marks in each plugin if you want to skip for them. The first one is Titles, the second Motion Blur, and the last is a surprise, so I recommend you to stick until the end. And I will also leave links for all of them in the description below. Our first plugin comes from FX Factory, who makes paid plugins, but they also offer free ones, such as Titles. I recommend you to explore their website because you may find other free plugins there. The plugin I will talk about is Automatitles, which are nice titles and lower thirds. One thing that I loved about this plugin is that they are responsive and self-resizable, which is very hard to find good ones. You know, when you start to write a title and the background stays the same and you can't change, it drives me crazy. This is where the self-resizable part comes in. You write and the background adapts to your title. They are also very customizable. You can change colors, fonts and size, and you can use them for professional gigs because you can adapt these titles and lower thirds to your visual identity. Sounds good? If you don't have a massive machine, that's okay because this plugin is easy to use and runs smooth in your computer. For you guys that think that it's easy to make a video like that, I can say no, not easy. We have videos here in the channel teaching how to use microphones, how to use lights and cameras, and I can say I use all the tips I gave to you guys to make our own videos here in this YouTube channel. So I hope you liked our setup. Move on to our second plugin, Motion Blur. Have you made a time lapse and wonder why it not looks good? Sometimes it doesn't look good because it doesn't look natural. And that's when Motion Blur kicks in. With 6 different motions and simple to use interface of drag and drop, you can make your time lapses go from an artificial looking video to a more realistic one. Find the one that best suits your clip and drag above your video. I've tested all the 6 different motions and I can say that the Extreme Motion Blur 2 is the better one. But be aware that this plugin is a bit memory intensive for your machine. And now the last but not least, the plugin I'm using all the time and I really recommend, LenoFx. Similar to FX Factory, LenoFx also create professional paid plugins for Final Cut, and some awesome free plugins as well. I will share the ones that I mostly use, but you can explore their website because you can find other kind of plugins such as transitions, titles and so forth, all for free. The one plugin I will share with you from LenoFx is the 4 essential titles and lower thirds. And I gotta say, this lived up to its reputation, because you can make just one title in 5 different forms. It's also well customizable, fonts, colors and size, and there's a nice background option that I love. You can use for all titles where you can change the opacity or blur to make your titles come to life. And you can easily work in professional gigs just with this one plugin, and I can say that because it's what I do. If you have a sense of design, you can make awesome projects just using this one plugin. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a like and subscribe as well to not miss out in our new videos. I think this is all for today, folks, and I will catch you in our next video. Ciao, ciao! This one was hard. Today is very hot, I'm sweating here. Terrible. Ooh, Brazil, it's always hot.